Here are really the steps you need to follow right now. Step number one, you need to get your paperwork ready. It's really important. If you're looking for a Citi business credit card, it's important to have the right paperwork. And see, the thing is that you can't just wait you can wait until the last minute and start actually scrambling around and trying to find your paperwork. No, it requires preparation. You want to start early, okay? And it's important to really understand that Citi is very methodical. They're very granular when they look at your application for a business credit card. So I want you to have right now your legal business name. So if you're a sole proprietorship, just make sure that you have your DBA, you're doing business as, unless you are using your own name. If you are using your own name, then Citi does not need to have an EIN from you. They will use your social. So legal business name, you want to have your employer identification number, especially the letter of confirmation from the IRS that shows your EIN. You need to specify the type of business that you have. So here we're speaking about the legal structure. So LLC, LP, S corporation, partnership, C corporation. Okay, and you have to put your business phone number, your annual business revenue. So here, Citi is kind of cool if you have an estimation. In other words, if you're a startup, you can have an estimated number. If you are an established business, then you want to put your actual numbers, and Citi wants you to attach your profit and loss statement for the last year so that they can see that the number you put on the application is indeed accurate. And in some cases, they'll ask you also to attach your balance sheet, your most recent balance sheet, to the application form also. And they want you to put down years in business, how long you have been in business. And this is important. When we talk about years in business, we're not talking about the years you believe you started actually operating. The date starts when you actually filed with the state. So when you actually filed with the state and you got accepted, then that's where Citi counts as your starting date. Okay, and so Citi wants you to have an estimation of your monthly business expenses, and also your personal income, if any. They want you to have your social security number and your date of birth. So this is the kind of information you will need so that when you actually start the credit card application, you are good to go. So step number one, you want to get your paperwork ready. Step number two, you want to check your personal credit. By the way, welcome back to the show. We really appreciate having you here. In today's conversation, we're just talking about Citi business credit cards. I'm giving you an ultimate guide that you need to have so that you have a clear idea how to apply for a Citi business credit card. So you have to check your personal credit. Now you might be thinking, well, I'm applying for a Citi business credit card. Why does my personal credit matter? Well, it does matter. It does matter for several reasons. First of all, if you are a startup, Citi doesn't really care about your business revenue because you don't have a business revenue. You're new. So basically, Citi has to actually rely on something else, your personal financial history, to make sure that you are a good fit for their business credit cards. That's number one. Number two, if you are, let's say, a sole proprietorship, or you're a single member LLC or a single member S corporation, Citi wants to make sure that, hey, listen, if something were to happen to if something were to happen to your business, at least personally, you have the ability to pay whatever balance you charge on the card. So this is a risk mitigation strategy for them. So you want to check your personal credit to make sure that everything is fine. Okay, and if you have business credit, also check your business credit. So for personal credit, this is really very easy. You go to annualcreditreport.com, you check your personal credit score and report and see if everything is fine in there. This is pretty straightforward. If you don't want to go to annualcreditreport.com, you can actually sign up for a service such as Credit Karma. You have Nerd Wallet, you have a Wallet Hub, there are a lot of players that offer free FICO score monitoring and free report monitoring. Not a problem. For business credit, just make sure that you actually contact Dun & Bradstreet. You have Experian and Equifax so that you know exactly what kind of info you have in their files around your business, if any. Okay, this is because both your personal and business credit can be considered when you apply for a Citi business credit card. And Citi may also consider other factors about both you and your business, such as business revenue, business expenses and personal income. I just mentioned that. But the thing here is that they just don't look at it for 1 year. They look at it over 3 or 4 or 5 years. So because they look at some kind of historical evolution to make sure that things are kind of cool. Now, you don't have to have good credit to apply for a Citi Business Credit Card. You don't have to. What really matters is mostly the relationship that you are able to build with Citi. Do you have a Citi business account? Do you have a Citi business checking account? A Citi business savings account? Do you use Citi for one of your services? They have merchant account services. They have payroll services. So the length and diversity of services that you have with Citi will help you a lot get a Citi Business Credit Card, even if you have bad credit. Step number 3, you need to know which Citi Business Credit Card you want. So this is really important. By the way, I want to quickly remind everybody of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Citi Business Credit Card. I'm giving you the ultimate guide so you can apply and always be approved. So when we talk about Citi Business Credit Cards, there are only 2. So Citi is kind of limited when it comes to that compared to Chase, for example, which is a real biggie, or Amex or American Express. So Chase has multiple business credit cards. Same thing for Capital One. Same thing for American Express. But Citi only has 2. So you need to know exactly. You need to zero in on the sort of a card that you want. Okay, and so let me talk to you first about the Costco Anywhere Visa Business Card by Citi. So this card is great for Costco shoppers. The card has no welcome bonus. It has no annual fee. The regular APR 18.99% variable. And in terms of the credit score, Citi wants you to have like 600 to 750 minimum. Okay, and so if you are a Costco aficionado or aficionada, you will love this card, because basically you have a constellation of benefits that actually come with the card when you purchase stuff at Costco. Okay, you must be a Costco member to apply for the card, and rewards are only paid out once a year in February. So this is kind of the restrictions here. Let me kind of quickly walk you through the pros and cons of this card. So here are the pros. So you can earn 4% cash back on eligible gas and EV charging purchases for the first $7,000 per year, then 1% thereafter. You have 3% cash back on restaurants and eligible travel purchases, 2% cash back on all other purchases from Costco and Costco.com, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. And another advantage is that you have no annual fee with your paid Costco membership. What about the cons? So the biggest detriment here is that this is only available to people with paid Costco business memberships, and there's no welcome bonus or introductory APR. Okay, so this is what it is, and so it's really what it is. And the thing is that you can receive a reward coupon annually, which is redeemable for cash or merchandise at U.S. Costco warehouses. So again, if you love being around the Costco ecosystem, this card is just fantastic for you. It's great for you, and you will love it. Your employees will love it too. The other card the Citi has is called the Citi Business Advantage Platinum Select MasterCard. So this card is great for airline rewards. So you can see that Citi has decided to actually place itself in niche industries. So it's either Costco shopping or airline rewards. That's it. Anything else, you want to look elsewhere. So basically with this business credit card, you have a welcome bonus. You have 65,000 American Airlines Advantage bonus miles. Okay, the annual fee is $99. It's waived for the first year. The APR oscillates from 19.74% to 28.74% variable. And so we love this card because if you are a small business and your employees travel frequently on American Airlines, you will love the perks that come with this card, definitely. So let me give you the pros and cons of the card so you have a clear idea of what kind of a decision you need to make. So the pros, we see excellent travel perks with American Airlines. This card has a large network of partner airlines via One World Alliance, and the card has no foreign transaction fees. What about the cons? Well, there is no intro APR offer. The card does not give you access to American Airlines at Admirals Club airport lounges, and there is a $99 annual fee. So those are, of course, this fee is worth of the first year, but it is what it is. It is there, okay. And so, but the thing is, the Admirals Club is kind of is something really big. If you are in the American Airlines ecosystem, the Admirals Club is really fantastic. So, but this card does not give you access to it. You need to have another card to access it. But overall, this is a great card. Okay, it's a great card. Just remember that you need to actually spend $4,000 in purchases within the first 4 months of account opening to qualify for the 65,000 American Airlines Advantage bonus miles. Okay, and you can also earn 1 loyalty point for every 1 eligible mile earned from purchases. This is what it is. But overall, this is a great card. We love it. I mean, it's just fantastic. As I said before, with Citi, it's either you are within the Costco ecosystem or within the American Airlines ecosystem. Outside of those two spheres, you want to look elsewhere. Step number 4, you need to know how to pick a Citi business credit card. By the way, I want to quickly remind everybody of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Citi business credit cards, and so I'm giving you the ultimate guide that you need to have in mind when you actually apply for a Citi business card. So step number 1, get your paperwork ready. Step number 2, you want to check your personal credit. Number 3, you want to know which card you want. Step number 4, you need to know how to pick a Citi business credit card. So when we think about picking a Citi business credit card, there is a smorgasbord of questions you got to ask yourself, okay? And because the thing is that, finding the best Citi business credit card for your company doesn't need to be overwhelming. You want to carefully consider your options. So what I'm trying to say here is that you have to think about what you want. Are you looking for rewards? And as I was just saying earlier, you need to think about, does your company revolve around Costco or American Airlines? Those are the two niches that Citi has decided to position itself on for now. So if you are in those two ecosystems or either or, you will love those cards. But there are other questions you got to ask yourself. What are your business's goals? What are your personal goals? Okay, you got to think about that. You got to think about this duality here, not just your business's goals. I mean, the goals are there for your business, that's fine, but you also have to think about your personal goals. You are the founder. You are the owner. And if you happen to have a single member LLC or a single member S corporation, then the business intertwines deeply with your personal affairs. So your personal goals become even more important. And where can you and your business benefit in terms of rewards, perks, benefits, and convenience? Those are questions you got to ask yourself. What does your business spending look like, and does it align with the specific card's reward earning? So does your business spend big time at Costco? Does your business spend big time on American Airlines travel? Okay. And will you earn enough rewards or receive enough benefits to justify an annual fee? Remember, the American Airlines card charges $99 per year, even though it's waived for the first year. But the second year, the annual fee kicks in. So you have to make sure that you are earning enough rewards to offset that annual fee. And so do you have a loan with another bank offering business credit cards? Because you may be more or less likely to see an approval from someone you are already in business with. Step number 5, I want you to think some more. This is really important because having a Citi business credit card is not a very light decision. It takes time. You want to really understand exactly what you're trying to get yourself into. Because obviously, as I said before, you're only talking about two niches, two specific sectors, and you want to make sure this is actually the right card for you. And this doesn't matter if you have a Citi, if you have an existing Citibank relationships, you have a business checking account, business savings account with them, or you actually use them for various services, this is kind of cool. But you have to be very careful about the kind of card you want, because Citi offers a variety of credit cards to consumers. Even though there are two, there is a variety in terms of the fees, in terms of the services that come with those two credit cards. Okay, you want to make sure you get the right one for you, the right card for you. So think about the qualification requirements in terms of credit scores, in terms of revenue requirements, in terms of monthly expenses. Okay, think about that. Think about the rewards. So do you want cash back, travel perks, or discounts on goods or services? Okay, only you know. So you want to check out the types of rewards each of the two Citi credit cards offers. Also think about the welcome bonus. Are you seeking a high bonus just for opening the card? So make sure that you actually check that, because you need to spend some money. The first card that I spoke to you about, the Costco card, it has no annual fee, but the AA travel card does have the Costco card does not have a welcome bonus, but the American Airline card does have a welcome bonus. So think about that. Okay, think about whether or not you can meet the minimum spend to qualify for the welcome bonus. And are you looking for a 0% intro APR, 0% APR in terms of your intro offer? And none of Citibank's credit cards, Citibank's business credit cards offer that. So those are things you have to think about. And also, are you comfortable with the fees? Okay, we talked about the annual fees, the $99 that the Citi Advantage Platinum Select MasterCard is charging you. Are you comfortable with that? So those are things you need to actually make peace with before actually embarking on the application process itself. Here is the bonus for you. If you have made it so far, I want to reward you with some bonuses, and I want to talk to you about the benefits of Citi business credit cards. Even though Citi is kind of limited in terms of the credit cards they offer, even though they only offer two credit cards, which pales in comparison with the constellation of credit cards that Citi's rivals offer. I mean Chase, I mean Capital One, I mean American Express. Even though you have all of that, a Citi business credit cards really has a lot of advantages. Number one, you have higher credit limits. And this is really important. Why? For example, if you are in the Costco sphere, if you're a Costco shopper, if your business does a lot of Costco shopping, having a higher credit limit can help you a lot with liquidity management. Okay, think about that. Especially if you are in a situation, if you are in an industry where you care a lot about if your business has to face cyclical issues, in other words, seasonal or cyclical issues, then you want to have a credit card, a line of credit, whether it is, a revolving line of credit, whether it is a credit card or just a pure line of credit, to be able to manage those sort of bumps in your liquidity cycle. So a Citi business credit card gives you access to higher credit limits. That's the number one. And a Citi business credit card allows you also to build business credit. So when you're talking about the American Airlines travel credit card or the Costco business credit card, those two allow you to build business credit. So this is something you need to really take seriously, because if you're a business, you want to make sure that you build business credit. This is how you actually are able to get better terms for financing when it comes to business loans, business credit cards, business lines of credit, and a constellation of other financing solutions. For example, equipment financing, accounts receivable factoring, accounts receivable financing, okay, merchant cash advances. So you do have a smorgasbord of funding options that you can actually benefit from if you are able to build your business credit. And please, by the way, when you have a Citi business credit card, make sure that you register with Dun & Bradstreet, that you have your DUNS number, so you can start tracking your business credit score, okay? And because you want to have your payday score to be above 80 or 85, the payday score goes from 0 to 100, and you always want to be around 80, at least 80. You want to be in the high 80s. That's where the sweet juice is at, in our view. And you also want to make sure you check your Experian credit score, business credit score, as well as your Equifax business credit score. Those are really important. So when we talk about the benefits of Citi business credit cards, we're talking about higher credit limits, building business credit, having access to an extra source of cash flows to fuel your business. Let me close to this conversation with a few pro tips. How do you get approved for a Citi business credit card? Whether it is the Costco one or the American Airlines one. Well, the thing you need to understand is that there is no way to guarantee approval on any business credit card application. Okay, but there are a few things you can do prior to applying that should increase your chances of success. And the thing is that we have been studying these things for the last 25 to 30 years. So, and we have applied it consecutively. We have applied it, methodically. That's the word I was looking for. We have applied it methodically for all of our business clients, and this process works all the time. Those are proven steps, okay? So first, you want to avoid maxing out any personal or business cards you already have. If you already have any business credit cards or any personal credit cards for that matter, make sure that you don't max them out, okay? And even better, make sure that you keep the credit utilization ratio very low. We're talking about below 30%, below 25%. So you are good to go, okay? Don't have a high CUR, very important. And the thing is, you want to apply for new credit sparingly to minimize hard inquiries on your reports. Be very sparing here in terms of new credit. Don't actually apply for credit scores randomly. For new credit randomly. And this is also really important because it shows Citibank that you are responsible with your finances because you don't apply for credit that often. And you want to identify the correct business structure to list. Okay, so are you an LLC? Are you an LLP? Are you an S corporation? Are you a C corporation? And also, if you are lucky enough to respond to a pre-approval Citi business credit card offer, then make sure that you actually go to a branch or talk over the phone. Don't do things online. Do not do things online. Remember, once you submit your business credit card application online or over the phone, Citi will check your credit. Okay, so and they might ask you for additional documentation. This is why I'm just telling you to actually contact Citi first, so they can give you all the information you need before you apply, so that you don't have to do double work or triple work for that matter. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just giving you the ultimate guide on Citi business credit cards. So get your paperwork ready, check your personal credit, know which card you want, know how to pick a Citi business credit card, think some more, and I give you a few bonuses, pro tips, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.